سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ربي سبحانك.
Assalamu alaikum. There is no starting point for atheism, and there was no atheism before the 18th century AD, with the exception of some of what was attributed to the Agras. Nations throughout history were believing in the Creator. Atheism is a trivial phenomenon in the history of mankind. Dr. Abdullah Shihri says atheism emerged just as a shark fin in the roaring sea of religion. One of those who crammed atheism in the European mind was Emile Durkheim. Durkheim attempted to explain why religion was praised and considered that religion has been created by society. Durkheim assumed that clans share a common symbol known as totem, which is often an animal, hence the origin of religion. It's well known today that Durkheim's assumptions were absolutely absurd because there are whole nations and entire civilizations that know nothing about totem, but they clearly believe in the Almighty God. It has recently been shown that the idea of totem in ancient tribes was economic, not religious. Totem is a national emblem and a symbol that defines the tribes, something similar to the flag nowadays. The idea that religion was created by society is absurd, as it's well known that religion is originally an individual phenomenon, a relationship between human and his God. Moreover, how can society create religion? Has anyone heard of a religion that emerges and then directly accepted by society? The opposite is the case. The usual attitude of society is opposing this religion. In effect, this absurd assumption of Durkheim doesn't answer the question: where did the idea of the Almighty God, the Creator of heavens and earth, come? How did the call for this idea arise throughout history by all prophets? By the way, Durkheim has a great role in distorting the knowledge of Europeans when he was presenting the parties of primitive tribes, which contain orgies and prohibited acts as a religious practice. It has been proven that these parts were a rebellion against the structure of the social and religious life of the tribe, which is contrary to his claims. This is one of the most popular falsifications of Durkheim. Tribal systems in all societies were based on complete separation between both sexes. By the beginning of the 21st century, atheism has emerged in a completely new outfit. It has falsely been coated with science and called scientific atheism. It introduced itself with new assumptions. In the upcoming episodes, inshallah, we will discuss and refute the most famous of these assumptions. Wassalamu alaikum.
سبحانك ربي سبحانك